To StockinetteZombies. I'm Amy, also known as Janima.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It, and this is episode 493. Huzzah, we're in October. Happy October.
Yes.
I
Happy
feel like
October.
that's the state of mind being in October. Yeah.
Yeah. I last week I was handling my kiddos' foot and
Mhm.
running them around town, so we had to skip. I thought that we would be able to make it, but it was a nail biter, so we just went ahead and
Yeah,
skipped.
the construction in Rochester has been a little crazy this season.
Yeah.
We had we couldn't get across a major road to get to a 80s cover band that we were going to go see at Thesis, the local brewery. And it was like, how are we supposed to get over there? Like the whole street is closed and there's no like anyway, yeah. It's uh it's a fun little adventure every time you head out to find out what construction has concluded and what construction has started, which October
Right.
feels really late to start some of these, or late September, I guess,
Right.
to start some of these construction projects. But
Yeah, there's still a lot of dirt moving going on over in these newer developments, right? They're full force ahead. They want to get those houses started, but
yeah, I mean, I guess if it's warm, I don't know. We were talking last night. Again, thanks to everyone that was able to join on and give some thought to their favorite FO of all time. And the yeah, there was a moment where we were chatting about yeah, a lot of things. But I completely lost my your cat
yeah, she's up
got a
here.
tail. I completely lost my train of thought. Oh my Lord.
You
Who
guys were
was I gonna
talking about
quote?
FOs last night, and I couldn't
Yep.
join you because I was at work until 8 p.m. and
Uh-oh.
was exhausted after. So I apologize for missing that
Yeah.
wonderful
Oh no. Okay. Yeah, we
gathering.
were talking about Rhinebeck. Woo, not
Okay.
related to FOs at all. That is what my mind went like to all of the FOs that people were talking about, and not what I was trying to segue into. Not so smoothly, it turns out now. Um, the Yeah, Rhinebeck. Sometimes it will snow, and sometimes it'll be like I should have knit a tank top for
Oh, right.
Rhinebeck, right? So mid-October is very variable in upstate New York, and it's very variable here as well. Yeah, sometimes it snows and sometimes we're running around in, yeah, flip-flops and it's almost 90 degrees. So,
It's crazy to hear people talking about Rhinebeck. I'm just like like
mhm,
my calendar is way off.
mhm.
I am scheduling senior portraits and trying to get Hoko outfits situated and things like
Oh yeah,
that. So
Mayo's Hoko was like 3 weeks ago now, maybe, or two. So you
yeah,
guys have a late, yeah, homecoming.
late Hoko. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, it's been fun and we're trying to get everything going. And
Yeah.
the only other quote exciting thing that happened this week is I um got a Labubu.
You
So
joined the
like
masses.
I did. And the this little stinkers are like little cats to me when I look at them. It's like I don't understand what I didn't understand what the appeal was until I had one in my
Yeah.
hands and went, "Oh, I get it now."
They're kind of like our cat bears. Like they're kind of cats
Yes,
and kind of bears and yeah.
little
I get it.
bunny monster bear cat. Yeah. But
Yeah.
again, I was skeptical of their appeal. And I'd seen a few people with them. Babs comes to mind. And yeah, and I was like, oh, this is fascinating. So I tried to get one and it happened. So, woohoo, like, okay. Just got it off of regular Pop Mart. Wasn't going to try to pursue secondhand market or anything like that. They're still
Mm.
quite popular. But yeah, I understand the appeal. I understand why people collect them, and I understand just yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Now granted, um I am hoping not to fall down into the I have 20 of them but you never know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have that color. I don't have that color. It's like
Yeah,
skeins of
we went
yarn,
to a
right?
concert where there was a little boy. We found out like through the like going
Hmm.
through the cycles of it was at Thesis and going through the cycles of the bands. Eventually, it was the son of the lead singer of Holy
Oh,
Rose,
fun.
and he had a Labubu sitting there like with his little like iPad set, wedged
Oh,
set
okay.
up and was the Labubu was watching, whatever he was watching on this iPad. It was like, oh, look, Jeremy a Labubu. And then, of course, like 2 weeks later, I mentioned something about Labubus, and Jeremy is like, are you having a stroke? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what's a Labubu? And I was like, I
I
pointed it
pointed it
at
out.
you at the concert. Like we commented on, yeah. So that's my life these days, having conversations with people that don't clock them and then being accused of not being able to put words together. But okay, yeah.
Well, that happens to me a lot too. And I wonder, it's just where our attention is set, right? His attention was on the concert or the,
Mhm.
DJ or whatever. And he's like, you're like, there's a Labubu. And he's like, generally looked in the area and went, cool. Didn't,
Yeah.
I don't know what a Labubu is, but you
Just
pointed
makes me
at a
worry that
general
there
area.
may be something that someday is important that I point out, and he'll be like, "Yeah, cool," and I'll be like, "Cool, he clocked that, right?" But yeah, I think that's like your marriage being 20 plus years. Like there
Right.
are some things that I say that like, yeah, like don't even register. All right. Speaking of really cute cat bears, we did do a survey and our craft and chat, which we changed the format. Now I'm going to try to pre-announce for the whole month so that people can get it on their calendars, which was great feedback. Thank you everybody that provided that. The most voted for day was Thursday, with a majority of people saying that was the day that either worked for them or that was their top choice. And then also some really great feedback on just like not just showing up and chatting, right? So like having a topic, having an activity that we were doing, bringing back game night
Oh,
this week,
yes, that was fun.
yeah, this week or this month. And then yeah, last night we hosted the topic, the favorite FO of all time, which was very hard. And like I probably gave way too much. It was kind of like in High Fidelity where he was trying to come up with his top 10 albums of all time, right? Like I was
Oh,
like,
right.
well, what about this consideration? And what about this? Like what about my. So yeah, had some really great FOs shown a lot that were given to other people that you couldn't show, but people were able to speak to. I offered prizes for you to fill out that survey, so I did the drawing this morning. The two winners, I'll announce the winners and then the prizes. We had Beth Marilyn Quilter and Nikki Noni Baloney were the two names that I drew. And I grabbed an old school Wanderer. What did your mom call this style? It was like I mean you walk
Oh, I
around
don't
with
know.
like a wristlet.
Adventure.
Yes, adventure walk. Yeah, because
Okay.
that's what I did with them. An adventure walk pouch with the old school zombie knitting network, or a pattern of your choice up to $20 that will gift
Ooh.
you on Ravelry. So, yeah, reach out with your preference, and I can get that either shipped to you, Nikki or Beth. And yeah, again, thanks to everybody for the feedback. I really want those to be something that people are excited about and can attend. So because it's no fun to sit there with nobody there. So
Yeah.
for attendees or for myself, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
No, all of those are excellent ideas. And I think that the calendar thing makes the most sense, right?
yeah.
Just getting the full month out there with the topics that will be there, and then people can set their intention to be there, and also excitement, right? Because you know what's going to be talked about.
Yep.
So,
exactly.
It's amazing.
Also, we had we are firmly in the fourth quarter, and I have not gotten the fourth quarter prompts out there. That's going to happen along with some other stuff this weekend. So we'll likely kind of bleed into 2026 to get those entries in. Just a heads up for those that are like, oh, I don't have time to get the prompts answered in the amount of time. And get your Q3 in because we'll draw the next time
Mhm.
that we podcast. So yeah, definitely excited about those. The natural end to our lucky year. I don't know if everybody feels like it's been a lucky year, but I definitely have tried to focus on the things that make me happy, and definitely been a
Mhm.
year of 2025. It's been a year of getting back into concert going, which is something Jeremy and I did early in our relationship. And then we had kids, and it was harder. And
Mhm.
now we're doing it again. We're doing the concerts again. So, but yeah, the prompts are coming. And then ZKN members, if you go out to Patreon, you have a link to be able to sign up for ZK. Many have. Yay, yes. And then once you complete, so I think we found out like on some phones, you don't get redirected to the survey or our registration form to give us your name, your emergency contact, whether or not you'd like to participate in the KAL. That is the final step in the registration. And once you've done that, I'll get the hotel links and welcome letter sent out to you. So we've got some folks that already have that in hand. If you did not get redirected to that form, I've been pretty quick on getting those out in daily batches of like reminders to please fill out the form. So if you're wondering whether or not you're registered or not, your PayPal is the first step. The next step is getting that registration form put in, and that seeds everything else, like all of our other comms, including the hotel block links. So yeah, excited there. Sunday at noon is when the public will be invited. So you've got, if you're a Zombie Knitting Network or Patreon member, you've got a couple of days to still make those decisions before we release the hounds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exciting. And
Yeah.
also if you're a vendor, we have started the process of reviewing, and
Mhm.
all month of October we will be reviewing with those applications closing towards the end of the month.
Yeah.
So a couple more weeks, please apply. Encourage your favorite dyer to apply, and we will get you a great market. And we're excited for everybody who's applied so far. So
Yeah.
um, just reminders,
Yeah,
put that out
absolutely.
there.
Administrati, I think that was a lot of Administrati, some
Yeah,
prizes, some signups, some craft alongs that we hope people join us. And yeah, away we go.
awesome.
This is
So I
whips.
have
Yeah.
some whips, right? So
Yeah.
I have this is the yeah, Wander Years, I think.
So pretty. Yeah.
So this
I
is at a
really like
farmer's,
those yolks that go from like one color dominant up
yeah,
top
and
to
then change
transition.
to.
Like so stunning. So yeah,
So yeah, this is a
distinguished.
Max Sire pattern that was in a lean collection and called worsted. This yarn is from Farmer's Daughter's Fibers. It's a Rambouillet,
Hmm.
and I am really enjoying it. I will say that I started the sleeve and I was about, out to here when I realized that I wasn't alternating. It was creating a very definite striping. So the dyeing, the way that they had dyed it, was giving me a dark band and a light band of the brown. Um,
Mm.
and it was so dramatic, and consistent. I was like, oh, it's too consistent. Like my eye cannot not see the stripe.
Yeah.
So I went back and put another ball in there to try to mitigate that. And that will get off of Sleeve Island here hopefully soon.
That's three. You're doing three at a time?
No, just two,
Okay, okay. So
but
you weren't alternating, and
I
that was
wasn't
causing a very
alternating.
direct. Okay, I was
Yes.
like, were you alternating, and that was causing the stripe? Okay, no.
No, no, no. I had one big ball left, or an untouched ball left, and I thought I'll just start the sleeves with that because it won't need to alternate. But it it was on its own striping, so I was like, oh, okay. So I'm going to add in another ball to hopefully make it more consistent through, or at least j jump through those stripes that are in there so they don't look even and uniform.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had already ripped it out, otherwise you would be able to see it here.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, that makes sense. I think I was thinking you were already alternating and that was causing the striping and it was like, what are you
No,
doing about that? But yeah, I've done alternating three and I really just don't like it. Like I don't
no,
like having to keep track and I don't like having that many attached and yeah.
agreed. Yeah,
I don't like
it's
it. If you don't like alternating two, try it with three, and then the two feels like, whoa, this is
yeah,
so much better.
exactly.
Yeah.
So another that I picked up is I'm working on the Sacred Sheep hat, and
Yes.
this is I forget whose pattern the Sacred Sheep hat is. I think it might be Woolen Pine, but I can't remember. Um, or maybe, yeah,
I can
it's
look it.
not coming to me. But Sacred Sheep, and this is some leftovers from a cowl that I did. This is the Lotta base from Queen
It's
City
Caitlin
Yarn.
Hunter. Yeah.
Oh, Caitlin Hunter. Okay. So then, you have this really big brim. This is supposed to fold up once or
Mm-hmm.
twice. And yeah, anyway, I chose the medium. There's three heights that you can choose. So I chose the medium height here. I do think it's going to be slouchy on me, which
Mm-hmm.
is fine. I don't want it to be super poke, close to the head.
Mm-hmm.
That's not my favorite for hats. So I'm making good progress on that one. Getting really close to where I start to decrease. So
Yeah.
excited to get to that piece. But this has all of this stuff has been set aside to make tiny little doll clothes. So, as mentioned earlier. And
As
then
you
I have
do.
made some progress on my sock.
Love that.
So this was probably half as big before, but lots of meetings and lots of late night meetings. So that one gets picked up in that space. And then I was all set up, and then one of my projects fell.
Uh-oh.
My setup is not foolproof.
A whip
Okay,
tried to bail.
it
Bail.
did. It's the 10th, so there's no spoilers here. I am still part of the Farmer's Daughters Fiber monthly. You sign up for that 1 year at a time, and but it's billed monthly. So I have
Mm.
this. It's
Ah,
very pretty.
yes.
So this is the October. I'm hoping to finish. Well, I'm not going to stress out about it. I was finishing these like crazy, and then last month I didn't do it at all. And I was like, that felt good. So so this month I have started because it was too beautiful not to work with. Look, I mean, just all these colors in here are just so, I don't know, calming and beautiful.
Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying working with this and just doing a plain sock. I might do the heel flap in the contrast color, but I haven't quite decided that yet. And decided to go top down, back
Yeah.
to my relaxing top down uh, socks.
Yeah.
So I think I
Very
call
fun.
them
I
that.
do love those ones that have like speckles of colors. Like every row feels like a unique, like,
Hmm.
oh, like you'll be delighted by every row, right? Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, really beautiful. Like as I'm looking at it in this circumference, I'm like, oh, this would make a beautiful sweater.
Hmm.
Um, but all that to say that, yeah, I uh, don't have very many heel flap socks that I've made recently, so I want to get back to that because I don't know, it's a kind of a cozier sock, or maybe because of how it fits, it feels cozier to me, rather than more like sturdy. It's hard to explain, but it's a little looser and not as taut around my midfoot. So,
Yeah, I guess to me they like the aesthetic is kind of that of like a boot sock, right? Which
oh
isn't
yeah,
like a yeah.
and boot socks are
I'm picking up
cozy.
the vibes you're putting out,
Yeah,
Amy. Yeah.
okay. It's like why does anything feel cozy or different in that way, right? And I was like, these socks feel cozy to me. Why is that?
Yeah.
Boot sock makes sense.
Yep. Yep.
All right, well that's it for my active whips. Everything else is kind of languishing, so we're not going to talk about them.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I started, I think I mentioned last time I was stirring my stash to try to find coordinating colors. I wanted to make a dress. I really liked the stumble dress, but like the aesthetic of it, it's very stripy.
Hmm.
And I was like, I don't want that, but I do kind of like the waistband of it. Um, so my dress ended up being like loosely inspired on the Stumble dress, which again just kind of has some ribbing around the middle, but and then flares out into a skirt. Basic raglan up top. I didn't want the basic raglan piece either, and really enjoyed the Mabel, which was kind of like had some like short rows and worked flat before it joined in the round by Hohi Locatelli. And so kind of did like neckline of the Mabel, loosely inspired on the Stumble dress. And then I liked the pattern that used three colors, and I kind of needed three colors because I needed to have enough yarn of the Norma sweater, which people may recognize when I pull it up here. Um, and so this is what I ended
Mm.
up with. Still don't have the neckline on, and I don't know how long a sleeves I'm going to end up with based off of how long I can make the dress. But yeah, had some fits and starts, right? Like as you do as when you're kind of making an amalgamation of
Hmm.
several patterns. I had made it basically the length that I would have made without it being a dress, which would have ended up with the ribbing like really low slung around my hips. And so I ended up taking you'll laugh, two of these repeats out.
Oh wow.
Um, like it was, yeah, clear down into to here territory because I have a long torso. And then decided that like I was going to do it in the green and ripped it out. That I kind of wanted the contrast here because otherwise you had a really big block of
Mhm.
green. Or I could have worked it in to try to just be one green section, and then this wasn't highlighted. So yeah, did some decreases, did the ribbing, did some increases, did some more increases, and now I'm on this Emma's yarn, this MCN that's like 600 yards. It just keeps going. So I think I'll likely have enough to do like a pretty decently long skirt, and then also put some sleeves on it. But yeah, some folks last night were chatting about, sweater weather and starting to pull out those warmer sweater quantities. And I'm like, and here I am over here knitting fingering weight dress. But yeah, really enjoying it. These sections are some nice, just like knitting in the round, and then get excited about that color work motif. I'm not going to enjoy the four ends times how many ever of
Hmm.
these stripes that I get in. But yeah, it has been fun. So I a nice little amalgamation and some problem solving, and then some like
Hmm.
now obviously some really just like brainless knitting in the round and counting rows to get motifs in. So
That's so interesting. The way you talked about color, I thought
mhm.
it was going to be a lot more colors. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't three. In my mind, it was like, oh, she's got like 10 colors for this this dress.
Yeah.
And no,
No,
three.
I stuck with the three, and then again, these were kind of the ones that jumped out at me. This one is some knit picks.
Mm,
The blue, which is buried in my bag here, is some oh my gosh, from our market
mm.
from
See, and the other
Louisiana.
one looks the other one looks blue to me on the camera, and that looks like mint green.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
It's like a purpley blue,
Purpley blue and minty green. Okay.
like almost navy, like
Mm-hmm.
super, yeah. Do I have the tag in here? Why can't I remember her name? Oh my Lord, it's gonna kill me. It's Lanyap. Yeah, Mitchell's Creations.
Oh,
Goodness.
okay. Beautiful.
So yeah, the mint is mint to be
Mm.
from Mitchell's Creations. And yeah, as you could tell, well, it just jumped on the floor. It did what your whip did. Still have quite a lot of these colors. I actually had two skeins of each of them, so I've got like a backup. Um,
Oh, wow.
and then yeah, still have another 150 gram skein of this
Oh, wow.
monster. Yeah, Monster Green. So I'm going for it. I'm going for it. But yeah, we'll see where this ends up on my waist with like blocking and growing and
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But yeah, super enjoying it. It's been an interesting adventure. Wondering if I'll have it done in time for a conference that I'm going to. That might be a nice like fall
You could
sweater
put some
dress.
elastic in it if you find that
Yeah,
if you
like
want
I
it to
could
move.
pick up stitches on the inside and put the elastic on the inside side of it and then like enclose it with
Hmm.
like a stockinette band on the inside. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. Just in case, like, if it's, you block it and it's getting kind of, I don't know, wonky or whatever, and you want it to
Mhm.
be more cinched so that there's like more of a blouse of the top in the
Yeah,
dress,
yeah. I
that could be
didn't
neat.
really want a blousey top, which is why I ended up like, okay, maybe this right now is hitting like my natural waist. And if it ends up being a little lower slung around my hips, I'll be okay. But I didn't want like fold over the
Oh, okay.
waistband, I guess. So yeah. And then Amy's seen this. I've seen that sock, which she's made some progress on when we went to a mutual friend's birthday party at a brewery. But yeah, my most recent muscle bra is
Hmm.
a fun like Cece's wool leftovers from making Ellie's blanket, which by the way was my favorite FO of all time.
Oh.
Yeah, and yeah, a lot of factors in there, and then some
Hmm.
yellow that I'd already made a hat with single ply. So we're still on the hats, but it's getting a lot less love. It's more the like on the go sort of easy peasy. And then I did just it is I get sort of an FO, but like I did get all of my bags out. And so my little bands on, I was thinking about putting the little hook for the shoulder strap up here. And then I noticed like, oh, it might be nice, especially with some of the taller ones, if that can like fold over.
Hmm.
And that these would be kind of hidden
Hmm.
on the flap of the second little zipper strap.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, I got those sewn in, and now when I go to places, I can have my knitting on my side like a purse rather than carrying these around like a wristlet. So
Hmm.
I guess I have both options. I can take
Yep.
the sling band off, and then all of those bags have these, so I can just swap it if I need to. So yeah, these are
Cool.
just leftover shoelaces.
Oh,
I like cut little pieces and sewed over with my sewing machine, and huzzah! Now I've got a purse. So yeah, uh, those are FOs. Yep, our whips. Yeah, sorry, not FOs. That was an FO. Sorry.
your purse is an Evo. Okay.
Well, I did sew something on it, and it is
Yes.
carrying my whip, I guess. Sorry. Brain connect.
No,
I
that's
need
okay.
I
This
need a little
happens to
bit
all
more
of
of
us.
this.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, Ufta.